Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday lunchtime. I've come out for a walk because it is beautiful sunshine today. It's cold and we had the first frost on the cars this morning too. But thought, my legs, since starting this training plan, I've only done 2 of the rides so far. I do feel it in the legs though, so I've had to come out for a walk just to try and stretch them a bit because I've got to do the third one this evening. I did the second one as part of our group ride on Saturday. So I did jump onto Discord and have a chat before I kind of started it, but it involved doing I think it was 15-second sprints. But the thing about that is if you're in erg mode, sometimes the trainer doesn't react quick enough to put the resistance up. So it's a little bit more difficult because you kind of get to the end of the 15 seconds before the resistance is high enough to hit the target. You overshoot for the last few seconds and then I guess it averages it out or something, I don't know, but got that one done. It was awesome to be able to listen to Discord during the workout. I know I wasn't on it and talking, but it kind of makes the time go by quite quickly in a workout if you just listen to other people chatting, so that was good. As I said, plan to jump on and do the third one this evening. That'll be 3 out of the first week's 4, and probably do the other one on Tuesday night. But yeah, I thought I'd get myself a hot chocolate, come for a bit of a walk, enjoy the weather before it gets really, really cold in the winter and snowy and rainy and horrible. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this walk and I'll catch you later. I forgot to mention my daughter woke up with a stinking cold yesterday morning. She's absolutely fine on Saturday. Woke up yesterday streaming nose to the point where actually she got quite upset and started crying because she couldn't breathe properly. You know what it's like when you've got a cold. But yeah, she got all the way through chickenpox and all of that stuff with no tears, no issue, just battled on bravely and got through it, and then hit by a cold yesterday. So I'm fully expecting that to come my way and my wife's way at some point this week. My nose is running a little bit, but I think that's probably because I'm out in the cold. So yeah, fingers crossed that doesn't hit me too badly. Let's see. So you join me at the very beginning of my warm-up, 15-minute warm-up this one. I'm not sure I've ever done a Zwift workout plan with a 15-minute warm-up. Normally 10s. But then I think that probably shows how many more workouts I've done. Starting off at 110 watts. That'll ramp up for the 15 minutes. 5 sets of 5 minutes at 175. Followed by 2 minutes at 125. It's classed as a foundation ride. And actually, these are probably the rides that are exactly what I need to be doing. I tell you, this is only my 3rd one. From the previous 2, I definitely feel in my legs. Even today, I did the last one on Saturday. Even today, I could feel it in my legs. Obviously, that's why I went for the walk earlier, just to sort of stretch them out a bit. But clearly, these are the sort of workouts I need to be doing. And I've selected a route in Neokyo. Going to be honest, I cannot remember which one. Sprinter Flats or Sprinter's Playground, I think it was. Is that one? Trying to take in a bit more of the Neokyo neon and seeing what else is out there. So I'm going to whack some music on, get some of this done, and see how I can get through this one. What is it? 58 minutes. So that's an hour in total. Let's do it. So we're halfway through the warm-up, and it's just ramping up quite nicely actually. About 5 watts every few minutes warm-up, increase in watts, not too bad. We've just come outside the city on this little pathway. It's quite a nice break from all the neon everywhere, but it obviously isn't quite as, you know, out of the way as the Yumezi part of Mercury. So yeah, been quite nice just having a wander around. Another few minutes of warm up and we get into the slightly more difficult stuff. I mean, 175 watts isn't necessarily difficult, but it's sustaining it for 5 minutes at a time. It's something, if you've watched videos before, you'll know that my power is so spiky. I can imagine by the time I get to the last one of those, I'm gonna start feeling it in my legs a little bit, but that's exactly what I need. There's the city in the background, little waterfall on the right. So what's that coming past? What's that flying behind that wall? I feel like I've missed something there. Can I see it through the gap? Is that a weird train? And a big, I don't know, that looks weird. Maybe we'll see it better in a bit. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with the warm-up. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the warm-up. Very long, very gradual warm-up. And about to hit the first segment of 175 watts. Back into the centre of the city. Just caught sight of those floating fish that we saw the other day. It's quite a cool, there's lots of stuff to look at as you're cycling around. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the rest of it. And the climbs and stuff, which I know there's a small climb in it, but won't be doing that on this route. But yeah, let's get into this and I'll let you know how I'm feeling a bit later. Okay, so coming to the end of the first segment of 5. One thing about having so many intersecting roads is there are riders flying around all over the place. But another thing is, if you look at the map, you feel like you're coming up to an intersection with lots of exits, but they're obviously on different levels. So it's quite weird to see, thinking you're coming up to a turn somewhere and there's nothing there. I wonder if there's anything they can do to the map to indicate it's like a different colour on a different level to what you're on or something, I don't know. So no, there's lots on a few of the other maps where they intersect like that, but there's just an awful lot of it here. Heading back into the next 175. Feeling okay at the moment. No issues. I'll get this one done. Hopefully that'll continue. This is cool. Through the arcade, bike racing simulators going on. How good is that? It's brilliant. It's so nice to have some moving vehicles and things as well on the roads as you're going around. There's a lot more interaction of things that are happening. The trains that seem to fly at quite a fast speed. Just things like this going on, which I think is awesome. I wasn't going to talk then, but I must admit, towards the end of the sort of 2 minutes to go, I could really feel that effort. So God knows what it's going to feel like when we get to number 5. I look forward to this drop down to 125 for a bit as we head back out. Fourth one of 175 done. It's natural just to want to ease off and coast a minute, but I can't. This is a bit harder than I was expecting it to be, I think. One more lot of 175. The last one seemed to go on forever. One more to do, and then hopefully my legs will start coming back a little bit and I'll feel a bit better. It's just a bit off-putting when you're trying to, you see the line ahead and you put out a little more power to try and get there earlier, but you can't do that in a workout. It doesn't work. It's the same when you get to the top of a hill. You just expect it to ease off and it doesn't. It's so off-putting. It's going to take some getting used to, but right, a minute to finish recovering a little bit and then go again for the last one. Come on. Oh, that last one wasn't quite as difficult as I was expecting it to be, or as difficult as the one before, I don't think. I think I probably, because mentally I knew it was the last one. It is the last one, isn't it? I haven't miscounted. But as far as I'm aware, yeah, it must be with the time. Finish this cool down. Last time the cool down jumped back up again to, I don't know, I think it's about 160, so it might jump up and cool down from there. I imagine there's some scientific reason for that. I don't know, but yeah, didn't feel too bad, apart from towards the end of the 175s each time. Oh, there's a train. And yeah, I could definitely feel it's different riding like this to what it normally is. I could feel it in my legs more, and it's definitely taking me longer to recover from it. So I'm going to finish the end of this, enjoy the cool down, and we'll have a catch up after. It's Tuesday lunchtime. I've come out for a walk again. I got myself hot chocolate, and I know I should probably cut down on these, but at the moment they're still my replacement for coffee. But I have to cut down on those. But I thought I'd come out, stretch my legs following last night's workout. I don't feel too bad. I thought I'd really feel it in my legs. I mean, I can tell I've done it, but it's not too bad, and I do have to fit the other one in today. So week 1 workout, day 4. So I don't know whether I'll do it this afternoon depending on work, or jump on this evening, but we shall see. And do you know what, I think it's an hour and 15 minutes long, but I haven't seen what it is. I should probably have a look at that, shouldn't I? But yeah, another lovely day today. Sun's out, a bit on the chilly side, but really nice to come out for a walk. So I'm going to enjoy this and head back and finish the day's work. Okay, so I didn't manage to get on at lunchtime today. So it is now 7:30, 20 to 8. I've joined and jumped on with the Tuesday trundle. Although they've obviously now all shot off ahead because I'm doing the warm-up for this workout. But at least it puts me on this route. And I'm listening to the chat on Discord, which is good. Takes my mind off it. Right, we've got a 12-minute warm-up and then some more ramping up in green zone this time. 3 minutes at 190, 3 minutes at 215, back down to 130, and then the reverse of the first 2 green ones. And then going to do exactly what I did yesterday, 5 minutes at 175, 2 minutes at 125, 5 times, for a total of about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So this is essentially the same as yesterday's ride, but with the added green efforts at the front, ramping up and down again. So I'm going to get my head down, get that done. It's probably not something you guys want to sit and watch through again, but if anything interesting happens, I'll let you know. If not, I'll catch you after. That was quite a hard one. It was more from a discomfort on the bike side of things rather than the ability in my legs. But the green ramping up at the start with the tiny 3-minute gap in the middle and then the ramping back down again, I didn't find too difficult, but I guess that's as expected because it's at the start. And then the blue zone 5-minute efforts at 175. First few were okay. The last couple I did struggle with, and you can see it in the power graph where it's the first few are quite consistent. And then it just gets that little bit more jaggedy towards the end. But I guess maybe that's the plan of having the green ramp up and down at the start, is just to, you know, get you in that position where you've used a lot of your energy and it would be more difficult towards the end of the workout. As I said, it's more of the discomfort side. I had to shift around more on the saddle. I had to, a couple of times I got off the saddle, especially in the 5th one. I did have to jump up a few times. And in the cool down, I was clock watching in that cool down. I couldn't wait for it to finish. And I guess that is, you'll see it in my races and my riding. I kind of gradually build up power and then I drop off, and then I build up power again and I drop off. And I think that kind of takes some of the pressure off my backside because I'm constantly on the power and I'm sort of lifting myself slightly, whereas these are very constant efforts and I'm firmly planted in the saddle, and I think I'm starting to feel that. So I hope that'll only improve over time. I feel good for getting it done, and that is week 1 done, 11 to go, so all good so far. I'm going to have a break tomorrow and then jump on to do the next one on Thursday. Probably do a split again where I do the workout earlier in the day and then jump on for the race in the evening time, which is the handicap race this week. It's my favourite race and I'm hoping I'm going to have something left in my legs to give. But if you haven't signed up for that yet, details are in the description below, so do sign up. And we also have our group ride on Saturday morning, which is a bandy group ride. It was really good to jump on just to listen to the Discord chat in the ride tonight. I know I wasn't part of the group. They were well ahead by the end. And as I said, it's been good to have a look around the new Neokyo routes over the last couple of days. Just to have a look around. There are more routes to tick off and more things to see on that, which I'll do in the coming days. And our race on Thursday is around there as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm feeling quite tired. I've got to be honest. It is about 11 o'clock on Tuesday evening. And this workout schedule feels like it's taking it out of me more than what my normal ride schedule would do. But having said that, I've been going to bed relatively late as well. So something that I might need to do is make sure I bring my bedtime forward a bit to make sure I'm getting the recovery I need to hit these training sessions properly and with as much energy as I've got. But yeah, thumbs up, week 1 done. I'm really happy. If you have enjoyed this video, do hit like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.